Look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Aldridge.
But we're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Aldridge in at the 5. And for the Celtics, Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the 5 roaming the paint. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Here's Irving. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Irving finds Griffin. Back to Irving. Five to shoot. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And look, Irving is a superb passer. He's skilled at slicing passes over to his teammates in the pick and roll.
Walker the pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shoots from 14. He squares up and sinks it. Tatum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
An elite mid-range shooter. That's what he is. Even back in high school, Tatum will always have this in his arsenal.
Irving kicks to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Smart dishes to Brown. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Nice defense from KD.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
From deep, Walker. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Harden. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Thompson. Here's Walker. Brooklyn with the rebound.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Walker the pass to Thompson. Back to Walker.
No threes for Walker.
Down low. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And here's Irving. Outside Griffin. And it's blocked.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Irving with a clean look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum kicks to Walker. To end the drought. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
A shoot-first point guard who can fill it up in a hurry. That's Walker. And quite simply, he's one of the game's best scorers.
Now, here is Irving. And the pass to Harden. Stolen by Smart. Drops in the breakaway layup.
That's just elite defense by Smart. Seizing the opportunity and taking it the other way.
Irving against Walker. Here's Harden on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has. Did you see that? An artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin, it's amazing. Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Griffin finds KD. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Durant's got 5 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Something you just don't appreciate enough. It's the efficiency of Kevin Durant. 7 straight years now of him shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, it's incredible given how many shots he takes.
And KD not just an elite scorer, Chris, as you said, but an efficient elite scorer.
Yeah, Kevin, you look at everyone else in the league scoring 30-plus a night, and they aren't shooting over 50% from the floor. That is just one of the many things that make KD a generational talent on the offensive end.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Irving with the ball. Pass to Harden. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Smart.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
Walker against Irving. Pass to Harden. Over Smart. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity, but Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Celtics trail by 8.
Watch Walker. Here we go. Here we go. Get a good look.
Now Walker.
Let's get a good shot.
Up top, Tatum. Aldridge is covering. Walker surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Thompson. But they'll get another chance. Smart dishes to Walker. Boston, no good that time either.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
Fournier is checked in for Boston. Here's Irving. Passes it to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, and it's a 10-point Nets lead. Outside, Smart. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harden outside. And no good. Nice D from Fournier.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And it's Brown missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, let me. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Harris is checked in for the Nets.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number one last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Here's Wanamaker. Outside Williams. Can they get it? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
First free throw is good.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Both shots good from the stripe. Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside Irving. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. With the teardrop. And it's sent back by KD. Dinwiddie attacking. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now here's Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And so, Smart nails both of them.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
1:25 left here in the opening quarter. And it's sent back by Irving.
Nice defense by Irving. He averages less than a half a block a game, but gets all of that.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now here's Smart. Now the pass to Williams. Back to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors. Dinwiddie against Smart. Pass to Harris. He dishes it to KD. Over Smart. No good from Durant. Celtics trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Fournier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over Harris. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
He gets it in there. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
Outside Fournier. Tries again. Rejected by Harris. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And let's check out the numbers for Harris. Last season's performance for him. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Now here is Harris, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Harris passes to Irving. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
The Celtics have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Green. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebounding. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get in an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time, because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Fournier goes in. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, oh, that's all about feel.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Here's Irving. Missed inside.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Green. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Green, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 13. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That is his first foul of the game. Irving against Walker.
I got your help. Come get it.
And here is Irving. 6 points for him. Durant wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Boston, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Walker dishes to Williams. Poirier passes to Fournier. Here's the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And good that time. That's 12 points for KD.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Fournier. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Irving. They get it back. It's deflected. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now, here is Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Boston. Down by 15. Here's Poirier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Williams against KD. And Fournier over to help. Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. Passes it to Irving. Over Walker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Fournier passes to Poirier. Fournier against Dinwiddie. Now, here's Fournier, guarded closely. Clock at 6. Shoots over Dinwiddie. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Fournier.
Switch.
To the wing on the left. Celtics passing it around. And here's Green outside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fournier against Dinwiddie. And Fournier over to help. Left side, Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feed. Dinwiddie's got his 6th assist on the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Williams. Green passes to Poirier. And here's Walker. Trying to get something going, and they pick up 2. Walker's got 6.
Don't you love the passion Walker plays with? An incredible athlete who somehow muscles in tough shots.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
How about the vertical of Jordan, easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Walker against Irving. There's the triple. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Good work there as it goes. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Irving against Walker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, and Walker very crafty earning these shooting fouls.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. And I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Weber, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when
Keep
I'm
going.
giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Well, Kevin Durant was highly sought after following this past season, and Chris, you knew his decision would have a huge ripple effect across the NBA.
Yeah, and at this point in his career, Kev, I mean, KD can do whatever he wants as far as which team he plays for. I mean, he has the titles, he has the money, and he has nothing left to prove. I mean, you can see why he chose this team.
And he makes the first.
I mean, look, Durant's an incredible player. I don't know how much better you can get. We've had a front row seat for quite a while watching his game ascend.
Durant hits them both. Fournier with the ball. He kicks to Tatum. No good on that one. Nice D from Griffin. Nets leading by 23. A shot by Harden, wide open. Here's Jordan. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Harden against Walker. Picked his pocket. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
Built to run. Brown can beat you down the floor, then finish the play.
Dinwiddie against Fournier. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. Outside, KD. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Celtics. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Walker. Doesn't go that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. and taken away by Brown. Now Walker. He's got 8. To the paint and stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball and finished off by Griffin.
Now look, an assist like that gets Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Now here's Walker. Dishes it to Tatum. Fournier passes to Tatum. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Jordan. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Walker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 10 points for Walker.
And the soft touch from the mid-range. Good choice by Walker to just rise and fire right there.
And Fournier over to help. Inside. Durant, no good. Now, here's Walker. He's got 10. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Walker. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here's Brown over Durant. And it's Brown missing. 55 seconds left in the first half. Fournier against Harden. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist from Harden. Aldridge has got 6.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
And here's Smart. Here's Thompson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden the pass to KD. And that one, good. He's got 16.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Fournier. Clock at 4. Smart wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 block shots, and 3 assists. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The consistency of Kevin Durant, it's remarkable. He gives you everything you could ask for on the offensive end. Prolific, efficient, and he does it night in and night out.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, Jay, the blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the 5, down low. That's the Boston 5. That shot by Griffin, no good. Boston shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Smart against Irving. Good work defensively by KD.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Bucket is good. That's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Harden the pass to Durant. Irving for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Way to snatch it, Tristan.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. Tatum kicks to Walker. Poked away. Stolen by Harden. Outside Irving. The pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 10. Count the basket.
Walker's a score first. Shots like that floater are an integral part of his arsenal.
Eyes on Kyrie.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Walker. Right side Irving. And stolen by Tatum. They push it up 4 on 3. The 3. Smart misses.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the basket by Harden.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
Pass to Thompson. Tatum on the wing. Over Aldridge. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Lays it up off the glass. 14 points for him. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Irving with the ball. He's got 12. The 3 from Harden. And no good that time. Smart finds Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, that's nice shooting from there. That looked pure coming out of Walker's hands.
Now, here is Harden. No good, unable to end this run. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Nets leading by 22. Griffin dishes to Harden. To the inside, Irving. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 14 points.
One of the best point guards in the league at getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Irving against Walker. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Durant. 6 to shoot. Brown, good.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Irving against Walker.
Come on, bust that, baby.
Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Walker against Irving. Walker's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 10. Smart on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. That shot, no good. Good D by Irving. KD passes to Claxton. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Smart against